few minutes.
Hey, listen, I just want to call out one person.
And I hate myself a lot.
But you're getting punched in the dick.
There needs to be more Street Shark references.
I say who?
That's funny as hell.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the underqualified, the overcompensated.
Did you forget the name?
Yep, a little bit.
That's all right.
I am your host because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, keeping true to the name, just leading you down this path of mediocrity and fucking being lost as fuck. I am Rhodes.
He's Rhodes.
My fucking wind beneath my wings, navigating me through life, keeping me up strong, staying upon his shoulders like Josh Groban in the midnight moonlight. Rico holding me up.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Nope, neither did I.
It's okay to
It was a really long one. I was trying to get to the end.
Yourself.
That was a lot. That was a lot. A lot of words came out of my mouth.
Hi, I'm Rico.
And below us, always the power bottom of our support, just the foundation to our love. Firth, just always there.
That's me. Always there. I missed a month of this show as I was moving from Germany to Texas. And
But
yet
you
I'm
were
the guy.
We
That's
were
true.
right here
That's true.
in my
That's
Hollister heart.
That's true. I am the power bottom of this show. My name is
world,
Firth.
really.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. I thrust upward. But
Nope.
No, I know.
Nope,
Let it
that's
ride.
fine.
I'm happy to be here with you, gentlemen. I am.
I
I'm,
am as well. I'm happy to. Today's gonna
How's
be a
your-
good day.
Yeah, I
That'd be
think
a
so
good
too.
Yeah.
How's y'all's week? Great. Fantastic.
Yeah. So-
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, so
excitement. Hey, thanks
I
for
will talk
bringing
about-
the fucking charge to the show. boy.
So I will talk about
you're gonna go- okay.
why I wasn't here last weekend. So you guys did a great
You weren't here last
podcast.
weekend?
I listened to it. You guys did awesome. I was not here last weekend. I was doing a little side job. I got a job as a bouncer at a bar, and I immediately quit that job because.
Can I say something? I know you're
Please.
in the middle
Oh
of
no,
something.
please! I've already said it to myself. Please,
Okay. Okay. This
someone
bitch,
hired me.
This
bouncer.
bitch thinks because his last name is Rhodes that he is fucking Roadhouse. Do you understand? Like,
Great.
I don't know if y'all know Cody, but when someone sends him a text, it's Peter Griffin going Roadhouse. So some asshole goes, "Hey, do you want to bounce at a country bar?" And Cody just fucking splooges. He's like, "This is what my
I've been
life
training
led
for
up."
this my whole life. Just
I'm
watching
a
Roadhouse.
non-commissioned officer in the Army. I'm a father. I'm a husband, right? And no. Fuck all that shit.
Fuck all
I'm the co-host of the most popular podcast on the internet. And he goes, "No, I can live out. I'm going to tear out a motherfucker's throat, right? I'm in the middle of a lake and yell out his name, and Sam Elliott's going to come in and be my backup." And he fucking jumped at it. And then the texts we get from this son of a bitch is like, "No, I'm not coming back."
Yeah, Sunday. You get it Sunday because Saturday night was Jello wrestling night.
Uh-huh.
The event went fine.
Classy.
Yeah, no big problems happened.
Yes,
No big
the
problems
power
happened.
bottom.
Until-
All right, we've already gotten there. Catch
No,
up.
no big problem
White
happened
Claw.
at the Jello wrestling. It was afterwards.
White Claw.
One of the other dudes was trying to escort a super drunk guy out of the bar.
Uh-huh.
And the problem with this bar, it's a nice bar, it's fine, but there's a lot of regulars there, right?
And you are
they're
not
there
one of
all
them.
the time. I am not one of the regulars. So when the guy was escorting
They're
the drunk
like,
dude
they're like,
out,
"Hey, cancerous Lex Luthor, I don't know who you are. Why are you putting your hands on me? Hey, you gotta leave. Okay, guy.
Hey, kid, was your Make-A-Wish to be a fucking bouncer?
Exactly. Hey, did John Cena agree to meet you here? Is that why you're here? Make-A-Wish, kid?
So the regulars were fine with me. Like I talked through all night. They're fine. The dude that we were kicking out was not a regular. And so the other guy's kicking him out. I'm standing in the bar just watching him. And the other dude then throws hands at the other bouncer. And all of the regulars run out to go defend that guy because they know him as well. And so 20 dudes, 6 of whom were 350 pounds and 6'6".
Yeah, what'd you say? They were like linemen.
They were all fucking linemen,
Yeah,
dude.
he texts us and he's like, half the people in here play defensive line for wherever they went to school.
Yes.
And I was like, that sucks.
Yeah, they all played
Especially
defensive
as-
line
yeah.
for Texas A&M. Like, no. And
I'm
so they
saying,
run out
if
on
they
the
play for
patio.
Texas A&M, you're fine. They're
Yeah.
not very good. I don't
There's
even think they're
15
ranked this year.
dudes trying to get this one drunk dude on the patio, and I go out with the bar owner, and I'm just trying to break things up. And then they're all related to each other. So then they start fighting each other, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
that sounds like Texas.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck is who. So a dude gets bumped into me, and he goes to throw hands at another guy. So I just clinch him up and drag his ass down. And as I'm choking him out, dragging him to the ground, one
They're
of the
like,
other
Mr.
dudes-
Clean's got me! Mr. Clean, he's got me!
So as I'm dragging him to the ground, one of the other dudes that he was about to punch goes, "Let go of my brother." And I'm like, what the fuck? And so then
Did you let go of his brother?
I did.
Okay.
Because that dude who was yelling at me was one of the 6'5", 350 dudes.
Did you
Yeah, that's
threaten?
So I
to
let him
rip
go.
his
I
throat
got up and I started like trying to break up some more people. And the
Cody
mom,
just stood up and he's like, I'm gonna sue all of you. I'm gonna sue all of you. Every one of you is getting sued.
I went real white privilege real quick. I was like, I'm gonna sue all you bastards.
You sat out there like that St. Louis couple who just brought out their guns when BLM came through, and that lady's just putting her gun like this, and you were like, oh God, if she fires that thing, she's breaking her wrist and hitting herself in the face. That's what Cody was doing. He's like, stop it.
Yeah,
Stop it. Break it
I
up.
got up. I started breaking up a little bit more, but the mom of all the big dudes then
Hold
grabs
on.
me and goes, "Come
Big
here,
mama.
sweetheart," and takes me back into the bar.
Oh,
And
hold on. This
when-
person just asked, what's the podcast about? That's a fantastic question. We've been on air for about 2 years, maybe longer than that. We still don't know. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, welcome to
Tune
the show.
in.
My head
The
is
elevator pitch is 3 Army medics shoot the shit once a week, and we discuss current events or stories from our past that we can all share and shit on each other about.
yes.
Also-
as of last weekend for me. But
Yeah.
so
Also, the most American thing, thank you. That sounds great.
We
I'm
tried.
wearing a Germany hoodie.
So
And
the
they-
mom of all the big dudes grabs me and goes, "Come here, sweetheart." And when an older black lady calls you sweetheart and says,
Oh.
"Get the fuck out of here,"
Did she just take
You
you in
go,
her
yes.
arms?
she
Did
just
she
kind of
just
grabbed me
pick
by
you
my
up?
shoulders and very
It was
gently
like
moved me.
It was like
in.
an officer and a gentleman at the end of it. She just picked you up like that, and just people were.
She very
"He
sweetly
picks
brought me in,
me
and I was
up!"
like,
That's
"I'm
the
just trying to
second
help."
Josh
She's like,
Groban
"No,
reference.
I'm gonna
Thank you,
help
Ryder.
you."
I try.
She's like, "You're gonna be
Right.
safe in here," and she brings me in, and finally it disperses, and I'm kind of freaking out because I'm trying to work here, and I just choked out one of the regulars.
No.
But afterwards, one of the big dudes, he comes up to me. I was like, "Hey man, I apologize for what happened. Like I was just trying to help you all out." He's like, "No man, it's fine." And he calls his brother over, and the dude comes up and immediately like locks hands with me, and I was like, "Dude, I'm sorry, I choked out." He's like, "Nah man, it's fine. Fuck it."
Yeah,
was
so
like-
I was out of line. I was out of line. You did the right thing. All right.
You're just doing your job, right?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
That's what he said. He's like, you didn't know anyone. It's fine, man. It's okay. I was like, all right, man. I apologize. And then the next day, I called up the owner. I was like, hey, man, that's not me. This isn't for me. I'm not a confrontational guy. I don't know any of these fuckers. I'm not about to do this. You seem like you have enough backup as it is.
True.
I'm
This
good.
is all true.
And he's
Cody-
like, I completely understand.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Rico and I do the show last week, right? And I think it was a pretty good show.
Yeah.
And then Cody texts us the next day, and he's like, "Hey, I watched the show. You guys did a really good job. By the way, I quit that job."
Immediately. It was not good. Yeah, it was not
I fucking
okay.
love it.
So so that was my event. I was a bouncer for about 2 days. I made like $150. I'm not doing that again. Some like event security where I just get
Who's
to
not
stand there and be
into
pretty.
Chernobyl?
That's fine.
Yeah, you need like baseball check-in, where you're like, look at someone's purse for half a second, you're like, not a terrorist.
Well, the biggest problem, like, if I figured, I thought about it long and hard.
Are you
If it was
holding
like,
up a fucking layers of brown to see which one?
Yeah,
gets through?
that's all it is. Like when my wife goes through, they're just like, yeah, you're fine. But like Rico, if you were to go through, they'd be like, step off the side.
just shades of
I need-
brown, just like
I need you-
tan and then brown, just. No, I figured out, like, if
You're
I
like,
was at like
fuck.
a dance
No.
club, like if it was like a club and there was multiple bouncers
Mhm.
and there's like they're not regulars there, right? They're all just normal people. So if there's a fight, you just break it up and kick them the fuck out. That's
Yeah.
something I could do. This bar I was at, it was a smaller bar. I was the only bouncer. And they're all regulars, and there was a birthday party going
I
on.
bet
with
that
like 20
dude
of them.
hired you as a joke. Like, there's no way this fucker will do this.
Rico, could you imagine?
I mean, you say that, but I defended myself fine.
And the guy was like, hey man, totally get it, totally get it. The guy fucking left. I knew he would. You made it a day. I can't believe he made it through the night.
Honestly, so am I.
My
Yeah,
God.
Not just not for me. Anyone that knows me,
Because
like,
Oprah Winfrey saved your ass and pulled you off to the back.
yeah. Anyone that knows me, like, I can
I
defend
try to
myself,
grab
but I'm
the
not a
wrong hand all the
confrontational
time,
person.
Andy.
So if I just tell people that I was a bouncer, they'd be like, that's not right.
No.
No. I did what I thought I
And you
would
can
do,
totally
and
get
I
away with
defended
it,
myself
Ramel.
and other people,
You're
but
good.
that I'm not bouncing again. That's not a thing.
No, I knew that. The
Hey.
second you said in the chat, I was so pissed off. Oh my God. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
You put in
I
the
was
chat, you're like,
hoping
I'm
because
going
the
to
bar
work
owner-
Thursdays through Saturdays. And I was like, you idiot.
See, the bar owner told me that, like,
I hope you get stabbed. All right?
he told me that it was a
dumb
very quiet
decision.
bar and they
Yeah.
don't ever have confrontation. So I was like, okay, cool. And even when I told him that I was quitting, he's like, honestly, we are a very quiet bar and nothing happens. And you worked on a weekend where something happened both nights you worked.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, hence why I'm not going to take the chance to be like, oh, next weekend will be fine.
Totally fun.
Yeah. And also, like,
Wow.
I can't be the lone bouncer, right? Bouncers
What?
are supposed to be intimidating.
I would walk right past you.
I know.
Immediately. If I walked out on a patio and was like, hey guys, you can't have bottles outside, you're gonna be like,
You'd be like,
What's up?
whatever. Cancer's going to kill you in 6 minutes anyway, you idiot.
yeah. I have to, like,
Whatever,
could be a
whatever,
bouncer.
Lance Armstrong circa 2007.
yeah, I could be a bouncer, but my other backup has to be the 350-pound 6'5" dude.
Yes,
Yeah. He
yes,
has to
that's
be-
what you mean.
yeah. I'm the one you should be scared of, but he's the one that you're scared of.
Yeah,
really.
he's
Like,
the
that's
one
how
who's
it-
going to choke you.
Yes.
Yeah, Rambo was disappointed that you didn't roundhouse anyone. I say Rhodes got there immediately. He's in his car, fucking spit polishing his goddamn shit kickers, and he's like, "I'm gonna choke somebody tonight. Let somebody cross me. I'm gonna choke
Oh.
somebody out." And he just willed it into existence.
I actually instigated the whole fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid the drunk dude to swing at the other guy.
It looks more like the owner's asshole son than a bouncer. You
Yeah, it's true. That's actually appropriate.
I'll take it.
nailed it.
God.
Fine. Yeah.
You're like the Hunter Biden to that guy, to the bar owner, right? You're just like, God, I'm just gonna put you into a job and hopefully you don't fuck it up. And guess what? It was the worst night this bar's ever had. All right, you lost a
I did
laptop.
nothing but stand
All
there.
right, yeah, but don't worry. Your paintings are super cool.
I gave out 4 BJJs.
What's a BJJ?
Blowjob job.
What do you have, a stutter?
You're the one that made fun of this when I was talking about me doing BJJ.
I don't remember. I do a lot of this show when I'm. You see what I'm drinking? Like, shut the fuck up. I don't remember everything I say. I say a lot of dumb shit. And welcome to the world of my wife. All right, because she'll be like, "Hey, remember when you said this?" I'll be like, "No, I was drinking then." She'll be like, "You should probably cut back on that." I'll be like, "Yeah, I don't remember you saying."
You know, Ryder, I tried. I tried. Apparently, I'm not his type. You know,
That's
Trying
gold.
my best.
That's gold.
I don't care if you have cancer. Could you imagine that being someone's answer? Hey, excuse me, I would like you to go. Shut up, cancer kid.
Shut up, wish Lex Luthor.
Right? Exactly. Like, raise your hand if you're going to be on this planet in 2 months. No? Your hand's
Yeah.
not up? Great. Shut the fuck up and let me
Looking like
drink more
Mr. Clean
tequila.
if he was anorexic.
Yeah. Anorexic Mr. Clean. Oh, God.
So yeah, that was
Yeah.
my eventful night.
You're an
The Jello
idiot.
wrestling was fine.
I'm sure it was.
It's certainly not worth it.
It sounds amazingly classy.
Does it do with a creeper stash? Oh, writer.
Ashley's fighting writer. Comment fight.
She hasn't seen him in 7 years. She's
Fuck
yeah,
you
what
and your
about that stat,
mustache.
though?
How dare you talk about my cancer patient husband?
He's in
Cancer
remission,
very
goddammit.
serious here. You know, this is just.
Oh, we're all gonna have cancer. Stop it. It's literally like the
Brand,
flu.
I appreciate you holding back. I appreciate you holding back for my sake. That is a goatee, thank you.
That was a pretty horrible goatee.
I tried my best. I tried. I like the goatee. You can fuck yourself.
Oh,
We're done
God.
shitting
That-
on me.
That
goatee
sentence
was
just
as-
made me choke.
As exciting as your bouncer career.
Oh, shit! 10.
Oh, I say thank you, and then recruiting calls me a testicle with teeth. Thank you.
That's actually where the cancer is. There's a tooth inside the fucking.
Tooth my
inside the,
testicle.
Cody, you look like Krang from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Not Krang himself, but Krang dummy. like
without the mechanical
Or
body.
just-
You
just
just
Krang.
look
Just-
like the
just the fucking
wrinkled
brain.
brain testicle. Just, where are the turtles?
Okay. Well, if we're done shitting on me,
We'll circle back. We'll pull a Jen Psaki.
we're
We'll
not
circle
done.
back.
We've only been on for 17 minutes. We have a while.
we'll full circle this. We'll come back and shit on me later. My headset is fucking. God damn it.
Oh,
Yep.
God. That reference just made me think about the Ninja Turtles. I'm really happy
Podcast
with
was
that
my make a
reference.
wish, but we didn't expect him to last this long.
No, exactly. We're waiting it out. Okay.
We can't give up
God.
now. We gotta wait till like he's dead or not. I don't know.
Ryder, she's actually divorcing me right now so that I won't be in any more
It's true.
photos.
It's true.
She's filing a restraining order at this moment.
Specifically against the fucking goatee.
Yeah.
Just against the goatee.
Hold on.
Are you good there?
Bullshit.
Oh,
No,
we
my
are
kids
per-
broke my
What's-
shit, man.
You
We
should
are-
lock your door. You think this happens? People are
Cody,
not
Cody.
allowed to come into this
I was
room.
kidding. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to yelling at Cody. Rico, we have had a podcast where your daughter has just Spartan kicked your door open multiple
that one.
times. She just invited herself in and she
She's
was like,
fucking
Google.
Assassin Creed hitman broke
Oh
into
my
your room.
God.
Two
And she was-
times in 2 years is good odds. That's
just
better than
saying.
the odds of getting out
I'm
of
just saying.
Afghanistan.
We had a podcast.
Too soon?
We're going to talk about that.
So,
I'm
what
just
else
saying.
do you fuckers have?
Shit.
I
my
really
week's
like
a
what-
blur. I mean, nothing's
It's-
really going on with me. I bet.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know Firth was excited because you finally are back in the States.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's college football season, so you get to
Yup.
watch it while it's happening during
I-
the day.
I
not in the middle of
way
the morning.
overpaid. I way overpaid for Hulu because I got their live TV package, which is overpriced but
And garbage.
outstanding. No.
I don't like it.
If you like college football, every game is available. I got to watch for the first time in 3 years. I watched Penn State play Wisconsin, and it was a fantastic college football game. Penn State won, which made it even better. Okay, and
They
then
play?
Penn State played Wisconsin.
Oh.
Penn State was 19th, and I think Wisconsin was 14th. So Penn State upset Wisconsin. They were on the road. They were in Wisconsin. It was
Oh,
a
wow.
great fucking football game. And I'm sitting there. My wife is, God bless her, she's sitting next to me, and she played football. Which is incredible because she played American football in Hungary.
Did she?
Yup, she sure
Okay.
did. Yup. It was just my wife has played more organized football than I ever have in
Then
my
you?
life. Yup. And we're talking about football, and I was just in my element. Last
You lucked
night I
out.
watched
You married a European that knows football.
completely tracking. Like
I just
know
wanna
how
see your
lucky I
tackle
am.
the
I'm
fuck
we're
out.
talking
That's what I wanna
about
say.
we're talking about like formations, we're talking about defenses, and we're like breaking down like the game itself, and we're talking about like with the red because she doesn't understand completely like what college football. She doesn't get the rankings or anything
Yeah, the
like that.
different rules. And
Exactly. Why is 19 next to Penn State? Why is 14 next to Wisconsin? So I'm explaining that, but oh my gosh. I know you guys don't really follow sports. And if any of our viewers follow sports.
McCready says you should go make your wife a sandwich and get her a beer.
Fair. That's fair. I'll get her a White Claw.
What do they call football in Hungarian?
American football.
Oh, it's stupid.
Yeah, it's just American.
boring.
It's American football. It's just like
The
here
only
in
football.
yeah, it's just like here in the States. They call it football over there, and we call it garbage. I'll never want to watch
Sounds about right.
because it's awful.
Because it's terrible.
If you like soccer, throw yourself out the window. I don't care if you're on the first floor or the 15th floor. Throw yourself out the window if you're a soccer fan. Ugh.
A game that you
people.
can fucking tie in should never exist.
Oh,
Fucking
if you
communist
finish a
goddamn
game
sport.
and it says draw,
No,
I
not allowed.
you know what baseball? Everyone shits on baseball, right?
Mhm.
Everyone shits on baseball about it's boring and it's
Just
slow.
because it's boring.
They will
It
go
is very
until
boring.
okay. First of all, I disagree. I disagree. I love baseball so much, but they will go until like 27 innings to get a winner. Like they will keep going until someone wins that fucking baseball game. You know what soccer does? Oh well, it's like this game never happened. Yay!
Grant
What?
first said that you're an unathletic pleb, and then he said that there's draws in NFL all the time.
Yeah, that's actually fair. There are sometimes draws in the NFL. So one, I will agree to that. There are sometimes, very rarely, but there are sometimes draws in the NFL. Two,
Hockey is the best sport.
I was an NCAA athlete, so I am not unathletic. I just want to throw that out there. All right.
Yeah, he just did track.
What the fuck? I'm still an NCAA
No,
athlete.
you're right, and I'm going to give you that. I'm just saying, like, it was track, and this is coming from a pole vaulter.
I was a
a
good
distance
track
runner.
athlete.
Like,
I'm just saying. I did well for myself. Anyway.
Soccer's not the best sport. It's definitely hockey. Definitely hockey.
No.
Andy
College football.
Jenkins, all 6'6",
College-
plays hockey.
College football is the best sport that exists. It is.
Yeah.
It is the best. It has the best rules. It has the best crowds. It's the best sport that you can watch. What? Wait. I hate going to hockey games in person. That's the best part of hockey games.
I would
he was
agree.
saying
That's the
because
best
of
time
all
to
of
go.
the bells and horns that they
Yeah.
have fucking the
That was the
constant
follow-up.
noise.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it too loud for you?
I just
I'm
want
sorry,
a
is
civilized,
it too-
quiet hockey game.
Oh my!
Yeah, hey, McCready.
Someone scores a
McCready's got
goal and everyone's just
military
like-
grade tinnitus.
Yeah,
Along with
so it should be quiet for him because all he hears
Beat me
is
to it, Andy. I had that.
Yeah,
I had that one in the back burner.
hey.
hey, it takes a lot of core strength to get them singles with your butt cheeks, okay?
Oh, don't you
Anyway.
worry, Chris. It's gonna get better. There are things inbound equipment.
Here's the
That
shit.
will
Here's the
be
shit.
excellent.
I want to talk about sports for just a hot second, and
Okay.
y'all turn it into gay shit. All right?
Yep.
What the fuck?
No, fuck you. You shout on me for 17 minutes. It's fucking my turn.
No, I get that, but all I'm trying to do is just like, hey, it's college football season. Y'all should go watch some college football. Like, even if
I
you're
did.
just like,
I
oh, I
watched
don't
Boise
know.
State get their ass kicked by someone that doesn't matter.
Oh, who did Boise State last night?
Yeah.
Who did Boise State play? I watched that game.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
watched
know.
a little bit of it.
Yeah.
It was someone that they're not even ranked.
No, but either was
Yeah.
Boise State.
Are they not this year?
No, they are not.
Oh,
Boise
sad.
State is not. First sounds like he's doing the podcast from Hooters.
He's actually doing it from the bar that Rhodes fucking bounced at for 2 nights in the bathroom.
It's a Twins Peak bathroom, okay? You think I go to Hooters? I go
Like
to
a
Twins
gentleman.
Peak. Yeah.
Tilted
All right. UCF. Oh, is that who they played? UCF? Jenkins?
Probably. Yeah, Andy knows.
UCF's actually decent, so they should have beat Boise State.
They only beat him by a few points.
That's okay.
It wasn't a blowout, but they lost.
Yeah, one team won and one team lost. That's what
it
matters.
happens. Yeah,
okay.
like a real sport.
Yes, soccer. Let's circle the wagons here. All right, we all dispersed and we shit on each other for just a second. All right, let's circle the wagons. All right, and fuck soccer. Like we're not all gonna fuck soccer at the same time.
No, I'll fuck soccer.
No,
Are we gonna take turns or just
No.
All at the same time.
No.
We're gonna Piper Perry the fuck out of this.
Yeah. I'm a donkey punch the shit out of soccer.
Twin Speaks as the most virgin dude in the room. Yes, you are correct, Ramball. I do need to change the sliver of Rhodes'
I just
face.
noticed I'm fucking creeping through the middle of the.
Last week when we did the show, like somebody asked where Rhodes was, and I was like, he's
like,
right there, hovering
over
above.
top.
I think we did. Yeah, you're right.
This is a very important question. How big is the strap on?
I don't have my arms don't go wide enough.
Yeah.
What do you think I am?
He says it in metric. He says it in imperial.
Yeah, exactly. I could say 2 meters. I could say 6 feet. You guys wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
Ryder, you are correct. Now the fucking volleyball feet shit did that. Now that's a fucking
pretty
sport.
legit.
What?
You've never seen that?
You've never seen
No.
foot soccer volleyball?
Okay. Yeah. We're about to.
We're not gonna put it up. We're gonna put it up. All right.
Yep. Just real
Foot
quick. We're talking
soccer
about sports.
volleyball.
No, foot volleyball.
No, I wanted to talk about football. I didn't want to talk about feet volleyball. You fucking weirdos.
Nope. Shut the fuck up.
Firth has a colostomy bag, but not for medical purposes. He just
Don't worry about it.
And I appreciated you coming on last week. Not anymore. So, but yeah. While Cody's looking for that, I love watching college football now live. I love it. I fucking love it. I miss sports so much. I get to watch the Phillies live. Penn State won. It's going well. Texas is Texas.
Mhm.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
We'll talk about the changes.
Texas.
We'll talk about the changes in Texas this week.
Ooh.
But I guess
I hit that one already.
Yep.
Hits are harder than football. I'll come on you anytime.
Cody, you're still looking for this? Do I still need to buy time? Okay.
You got it?
All right.
Okay. I'm going to drop for a second. I'll be right back while you show this video.
I'm not stoked for it. What the fuck?
Oh yeah. No, yeah. You ready for this?
Oh shit! Be careful.
No, these dudes don't fuck around, man. Look at that shit.
This is dumb. This is the dumbest
Volleyball,
shit.
man.
This is the dumb power volleyball is what it says.
Yeah, it's called Sepak Takraw, like Thailand, Malaysia, they play it. Look at this shit. That's how they serve. Boom. Shit's crazy.
This is dumb.
Can you do a fucking spinny back fucking?
No, of course I
all over the
can't.
thing?
Of course I
Oh,
can't.
you can't NCAA
But
fucking athlete?
I don't want to. I am an NCAA athlete, okay, but I do not want. I don't give a shit about this.
I think
Oh
it's
my
badass.
god, it's fine.
I'm with Ryder on that. It's badass.
It's fine. I don't.
Hey, there are worse sports out there that they even
Oh,
count
yeah.
in the Olympics. There are
Yeah.
worse sports.
What they just do. And everyone makes fun of curling in the Olympics, but guess what? You ever watch curling in the Olympics? It's fun as fuck.
Yeah, well, I love the American. I think the Americans just won, but the American, like the Canadian teams, the curling team, they just look like a bunch of dads that just like
Yeah.
wandered
Yes.
into the competition to get away from their families for the weekend.
Yes. Yes. And then they win gold.
Yes.
And you're like, wait a minute. Jesse Owens won a similar medal that you just did. And they're like, yeah, he did.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. We're gonna go to Hooters.
Twin Peaks. I don't give a
Trina,
shit.
you are correct. There are far better people. In fact, that night that I was bouncing and that shit popped off, a dude from my jiu-jitsu gym, he does striking like MMA fighting shit. He was just there because he knows the DJ. He would have been better than me at that point. And he just stood there and watched me in this fucking throng.
He was just like, he's getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, I walked in and like I locked eyes with him and he's like, when I was like, yep, maybe your help would have been nice, but thanks, dude. Like
The short answer, Kenny, is very.
Yeah, I don't want to take away from the conversation you're having, Cody. But that last comment is, I didn't even know there was a show last night. I think it was
It's
just
impromptu.
Yeah, it was random. Is that some gentleman jack there you got going on?
No. Some 100 proof knob creek.
Ah. Boop. But yes, sports is exciting. When does NFL season start? Kickoff.
not this Sunday, but next. I think this coming Thursday is the first game.
That we should do a Uno fantasy football league.
What? It's just gonna be you two?
I think we should do a fantasy
Do you
football
know-
league with us three, obviously, and then we
Yeah.
can take some of our viewers
Okay.
as well that would like to join in. The thing is, and I say this as someone who's definitely not going to win.
No,
Because
you're
I
not.
don't know enough. And all of our viewers that are currently on know so much more about football than me. And actually, I was in a fantasy football league with Rico and Ryder.
Yeah. Writers in every league. Every fantasy
Every league
that
ever.
comes-
Did he
you guys
win?
do the league?
Did he win the Dugway League our last year that we were there?
I thought he did.
Or was that Matt Sarn that won that one?
He's already on it. He's like, I'm already registering it.
I was like, I already created it. I'm ready.
I like it.
Draft.
Okay. Hey, so we got two people in the comments. If you're in the comments right now, like if you want to do this, let us know. Because I don't hate this idea. Because I haven't played fantasy in a few years.
Okay.
And I'm not opposed to it. I also love the idea of like Rico, who has no idea what football is, and he's gonna win.
I
He's gonna
played
win.
football. What are you talking
Rico
about?
Definitely played football.
No, he played soccer back on the island. All right, come on. So Rico played football, and I appreciate that about him.
On the island.
Definitely played football.
I don't hate this
I even
idea.
scored a touchdown. No big
I
deal.
even scored a basket unit.
No big deal.
I scored
Quarterback
one
got hit.
goal.
I caught the ball.
Okay.
Like, as a lineman, what the fuck do? I ran that motherfucker home.
Did you really? Good
Yeah.
for you.
I
for
played
you.
2 seasons of football, but I figured that was not my sport.
Mm.
Much like bouncing, I realized that everyone else was much
Damn it,
bigger
you-
than me.
You beat me to it.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was
Uh-oh.
actually
Right.
me and Andy played football
good.
together. We were on the same team, and Andy was a very good quarterback. But neither one of us played because we weren't a part of our hometown politics. So
Who is this? Who is this Chris Ryder person?
he was with us at Dugway.
Yes.
Great. I can't wait to take $100 off of him.
Oh, this is
I
solid.
can't wait. I can't wait. And you know what?
We're not doing this for money, right? We can't
Yeah,
say
we're-
that
no,
we're doing.
I have no money.
I'm
You and
conversing
Ryder
with
can have
him.
your own side bet.
That's bad.
But yeah, I'm not doing it. He was in 13 leagues last year.
And my wife had time I bring home the cheddar at the end of every year. Great. You're about to be $100 later. So
This
I guess
is
you're-
bold. This is bold because I have heard Ryder talk about football, and my money's
That's neat.
not on you right now. First,
that's fine. I can't wait to take his money. And I guess his wife will be happier because he'll lose. So I'm looking forward to making your wallet lighter and your household more happy. You're welcome.
I like this. So on our fantasy, how many people can you have in a fantasy league?
Yeah, I don't know.
Writer.
15? Yeah, exactly. He's like, well, when I'm part of my 15
Loser
leagues,
gets a pedicure with the other person's wife. Where you at these days, Ryder? We're all in
What the
Texas.
Writer in DC or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Up to 18 people. So we can have up to 18 people. Fuck, that's a lot. That's a long ass draft.
That's too many.
Yeah, that's too many. We'll do like 10 tops.
You just set it to auto draft and it does what it wants. Am I right, Ryder? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we got 6 of us so far. Ryder, Kenny, Andy, myself, Rico. First.
I don't remember volunteering for this, but I guess I'll do it.
You're in this. Fucking-
You'll be in it.
You're in this. Just do auto draft and then just fucking play your people.
Rico's
Do
going to
what
have the first
Blackstein
pick.
did. Yeah, you can just do what Blashstein did and know nothing about football. Just play whatever the top ranking was each week and then still fucking win.
All right. Fuck
It
it.
was ridiculous.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Oh, we can do a live draft.
Rico's going to be number 1 and he's going to be like, Marshawn Lynch. You remember when he played football?
Yeah,
I
I
hope he
called
comes
dibs on
back.
Gronkowski.
Oh, my God. That
Him
would
and
be
Brett
it.
Favre, I'm going to take it this year.
You remember when Brett Favre sent a picture of his dick to a reporter? Y'all remember that when he was with the
As
Jets
you
for
do.
a year?
As
Those are
you
the
do.
days when you could just send dick pics and
Yeah.
have no
Oh,
repercussions.
and he got
When it
caught?
gets passed over in a week.
And then it got circulated on the internet, and everyone's
Right.
like, "Is that Brett Favre's dick?" And he's like, "Nah, I never did that." And it was a fine dick. Like I wouldn't be ashamed of it.
You're like, it was okay.
I'm not saying like he wasn't. No, it wasn't an old ass dick. Like he wasn't super hard or anything. Like it was still like semi flaccid, and you could still like he was holding it in his hand, and it was still like poking over the top. I was like, "Good for you, Brett."
So now, you know what? That's actually a really good idea.
Ryder's
Ryder.
all about it.
So we have our league, right? And you know how we have our offshoots under qualified over proof shit like that. So we
Uh-huh.
have our league, but then we can pick like a random day during the week at nighttime. We all get on the whole league, and we can
Yeah.
have our own little fantasy football.
I actually dig what he
underqualified
said.
and overcompensated. Yeah,
I actually dig what he said. Like we can do free shit, which
we can
yes,
do a live
that's what I would say.
yeah.
I would say like we're not going to put money on anything on this. This is just for
Nope.
fun. Like we want people to join and stuff like that, and let's just talk shit because that's the most fun part about fantasy football. I don't know if you know this. I don't know this individual. I've already started to talk shit to him.
I mean, as you do. He's also in the military, so as soon as you learn that he's also in the military, you're like, okay, fine, fuck it.
I will raise my hand.
I actually haven't
I
seen
did
this
not
dog.
see Favre's penis.
I saw Brett Favre's penis. It's fine. It's good penis.
I am a Green Bay
Andy
fan,
says
so I kind of
Wednesdays.
want to see Favre's penis. So-
Yeah, Google it. Don't
Alright,
put it up
listen,
on the.
listen.
Yeah, I'll put it up on the screen. Yeah. let me-
Hey, guess what? Guess what? I just got you all googling Brett Favre's penis.
Yep, I'm doing
You gays.
You
Not
just
that
got
there's
a whole
anything-
12 people. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay.
Not that there's anything
Penis.
wrong with that. You should
Yeah.
all be able to Google Brett Favre's penis. All right.
This is America.
This is also the second time we've spent a time talking about an older man's penis.
Yep.
Brett
Happens a lot.
Favre, Anthony Hopkins. Like there needs to be. Can we talk about a young man's penis?
No,
Ryan Reynolds.
that's illegal.
Ryan Reynolds is almost 50.
How young were you trying to go, Bert?
I'm not saying like I'm not trying to talk about like a 14-year-old's. All right.
Well, now you did.
All right.
Oh,
Let's talk.
wait.
Like,
No.
here's
Andy,
the new-
Andy raised his hand. We can talk about Andy's penis.
Are you volunteering, Andrew? Like, should we talk? All right. Everyone, Google Andrew Jenkins' penis.
I actually have the pictures. Let me just load those up here.
I
real
was
quick.
just
Hold
gonna
on.
say, don't do a computer search. We all have that.
Chris Evans' penis.
Yeah, it's already out there.
Oh yeah, it's already out there.
Yeah.
Anthony Hopkins' penis is actually is the chat. Anthony Hopkins' penis is everywhere, much like Christ and the
Anthony
Holy Spirit.
Hopkins.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anthony
gosh.
Hopkins' penis sees all and is all.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
It's the Father, Son, Holy
Yeah.
Ghost, Anthony Hopkins' penis.
I'm
I
not
can't.
opening up that message, Grant.
Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins' penis won an Oscar the last time.
Yep. I actually heard that Anthony Hopkins' penis is an Oscar.
It's true. That's actually what everybody gets.
Yeah.
They're like, you won Best Actor, and they just cradle Anthony Hopkins' penis.
I actually have like a 9 terabyte hard drive of just everyone's penis.
Everyone in the world.
Yeah.
Fair.
Everyone that
Every
I've met,
penis.
even if you didn't know it, I have a picture of your penis.
You've met me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Immediately,
gotcha.
I had a picture
Yeah.
of your penis.
That's true.
Yeah. When you fell
We
asleep in
will
the rain,
not talk about the Fast and the Furious any longer, Chris Ryder.
Oh my God, no.
Oh, is she all about Fast and the Furious?
I think she's anti-Fast and the
Is
Furious.
Emily all not okay with Fast and the Furious?
I don't think you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Anthony Hopkins penis part 2.
Is Anthony Hopkins' penis in the new Fast and the Furious?
Yes.
They're casting everybody.
Yeah, I think they actually, that's what they ride into space. Is Anthony Hopkins penis.
God, don't get me started.
Yeah, it's
not
actually just the
That
bad
sounds
guy
like an
is-
Austin Powers scene.
The
I'm
bad
just
guy
letting you
is-
know, is someone just attaching themselves to Anthony Hopkins' penis and riding into space? Is Dr. Evil just being like, yes, yes.
The bad guy is actually Anthony Hopkins penis playing John Cena, playing Vin Diesel's brother.
What?
Where are we?
Stickception.
What has happened? Every time you guys go into a fucking Anthony Hopkins fucking dick fucking joke fest, I'm like,
First of
I
all-
sit here for
first
like
of
an
all-
hour,
oh,
and
no.
I'm like, oh my fuck. dude.
No, I will not have you besmirch this. It's not a
It's
dick.
the name
It's-
of
it's
Anthony
Sir-
Hopkins penis.
It's Sir Anthony
Sir.
Hopkins' penis, all right? And if you refer to it as a dick again, I swear to God, I will jump in the car, drive across country, and punch you in the taint. All right?
And when he
You
says
have to
cross
spend
country, he
40
means
hours to
across
get to me.
one state.
That's fine. It's literally bigger than the country I used to live in. We used to live in.
Oh,
Anyway, okay. We're done talking about Anthony
So,
Hopkins' penis.
if you are
Guys.
interested in joining the Fantasy Football League,
I
please
like it.
hit us up in either Messenger and
Yeah.
in the chat.
I like it.
will
Let's
add
get
you
some
to our
numbers.
List. We have 6 people. I want to get at least like 10.
I guess I
feel
gotta
like
make
that's
a
a
new
good
fucking
10, 12, I feel like this is a good number.
for the
Yeah, I
Uno
think so too.
League.
For the Uno League,
I like it.
I will go onto the ESPN app and I will make a thing.
Yeah, sure. If you want to make a liberal fantasy.
Actually, I might have Ryder do because he knows
Football.
more about the rules than me. He can actually create the points and shit.
Ryder is probably, again, don't know this individual. He's probably like already created it.
Yeah,
Sent
yeah.
out the invitations.
I had a spare league ready to go. What are you talking about?
Andy, I have you on the list. Andy, Kenny, and Ryder. Those are my our 3
See, he's
man.
this guy was like, I'm just gonna watch a podcast tonight, and all of a sudden he's like, I'm in my 14th fantasy football league. I can't wait.
Not surprised by this. Literally
I
doing
know
it as
you
we
are.
speak.
That's fine. Let's do it. I can't wait to win.
we have a bunch of people watching. So if you're a random person and we don't know you and you want to be in
Oh,
our
what?
fantasy league, please let us know in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
yeah.
Email us. What's our email?
I don't know. It's on the it's on the Facebook.
Underqualified in overcompensated at gmail.com.
I haven't checked that
Send us an
forever.
email.
There are probably so many sponsorship things in there that I've just never checked.
Oh, it's gross.
There's probably
Into it
not.
today. I got into it today. There's so much mail in there.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
So much spam.
Oh, spam. From what? I don't know. That's weird. Anyway.
This is fun. Yeah, no, I
There
like
you go.
this.
So
I like the idea of like people who have played fantasy football before, and someone's like, "Is this like soccer?" I like it. I like it. Let's do it.
I'm excited for this. I like doing
Do you have
football, even though
facts?
I'm not very good at it.
Yes.
Excuse me. Call my pager, and
Yeah,
then I'll call you back and let you know. Okay.
Our telegraph number is 15.
Yeah.
Just call the operator. So, actually, I don't have a segue.
Yeah.
So, Texas.
Texas.
Speaking of a state that we all live in, Texas.
Texas.
Firth, tell us about Texas.
Oh, not yet.
Oh,
Not
shit.
yet.
Sorry.
Check the private chat.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know you can take yourself down, right? You just hit remove.
I have no idea. Are you kidding me?
He has no idea how any of this works.
Emily's like right underneath Fantasy Football Anonymous. Oh,
All right, I get it. The artwork is just going to be a football helmet with our fucking logo on it, and go from there. Yeah,
are you
Dude.
making it right now?
I was about to. If you guys kept on going about fucking Anthony Hopkins' fucking dick.
We went over this. You put some respect on his name. Fucking put some respect on Sir Anthony Hopkins' penis.
Sir.
Sir Anthony Hopkins' penis. Hold on, real quick.
Yes.
Firth has lived in his house for a hot minute. He still only has a fucking lawn chair.
You know what it's like to be
I
waiting
do.
on
He
your
hasn't got
fucking
his household goods.
goods.
It's going to be here for a while. It's going to take a while.
And my shit was fucking delayed because I got in like right as everything fucking closed. That shit was horrible.
Yeah, I luckily got in right before all that, so it only took like
Yeah.
2-3 weeks for my shit to come in.
Mhm.
So it wasn't too bad. And he's back.
Hey, he's back.
Are we starting to talk about Texas yet?
Yes, go ahead.
please.
Damn it.
Discuss Texas.
So I don't know what y'all have talked about. I say
Nothing,
y'all
nothing.
because
About
I've
Texas,
lived-
we haven't yet.
Yeah,
Good.
We waited for you.
Texas has done just amazing things lately. I don't know if y'all have been following it. All right, it has just been just.
So this is
Texas,
how we get canceled. Okay,
you know what Texas has been doing? Is just winning, just fucking winning. Okay, let's talk about what Texas. We'll start with the small stuff, right? We'll
Yeah,
start with the-
please.
Sure.
So,
Don't
we'll
say
talk-
Texas has done the greatest thing ever and then start off with the worst one.
No. We're going to talk about how now on Sundays you can buy alcohol at no earlier than 10 a.m. instead of noon. It's fantastic.
I don't know that was
Fantastic.
a thing. Actually,
If because honestly,
I don't
I've gone to
have buy
HEB.
anything on Sunday,
Yeah.
so I haven't noticed that.
Oh, I've gone to HEB at 11:30, and I bought a bunch of groceries. so we bought a bunch of shit, and then we bought like 4 bottles of wine, a case of White Claw, and beer, right? And the beer came first, and the guy up at HEB was like, "Yeah, you can't buy this," and I was like, "Get ready to grab some more shit, because there's a lot of alcohol on this belt, like a lot of it." And
We're
that's
about
how I
to waste
learned.
30 minutes of this fucking register.
I don't care. And they were like, "Oh, we'll put it away for you," and I was like, "Yeah, this is dumb." I was like,
I mean,
Yeah, they
when we
just-
were all
they
in
just-
Utah, you couldn't buy alcohol at all on Sunday.
so
Yeah.
sure, because
Yeah,
I
because there was
assume.
only one store that sold alcohol, and that's the state liquor store.
Yeah, that's the way it is in Pennsylvania, or at least
Yeah.
it was when I lived there.
I mean, we could buy
so-
alcohol on post though on Sundays, right? No, were they closed Sundays? I don't remember. That's a
No,
long,
no.
that was a long time ago.
Wait. Yes? No. I can't
Either way.
remember. I've been kicked in the head a lot. I don't know.
Anywho, so now in Texas, you can
Yeah.
buy alcohol 2 hours earlier on a Sunday. I think you should be allowed to buy alcohol.
Like you should
when
do
want.
in America.
But whatever. It's
Yeah.
probably some religious right bullshit that's
Yeah.
saying sinners want to buy beer
That's
instead of go to church.
Okay.
So whatever. Thank you, religious right. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. All right. The
Speaking of
next-
religious right, they'll come back
the
up
next
in a
thing.
minute.
No, no. We'll get there.
They'll come back up in a minute.
The next thing you can do is constitutional carry.
Yes.
Hey, Tyler, what does that mean? Well, let me
What
tell
does
you,
that mean,
viewers. It means
What
that
does
you
that
do
mean?
not
That's
need
why.
any type of license. It means that the Constitution allows you, as a proud American and a very
And a
Proud
classy
Texan.
bitch.
yep, that's me, as a proud American, as a proud Texan, to carry your firearm on you without any type of licensing.
Concealed, not open carry. Not
No,
not like an outfit.
not slung out on your
No,
hip.
not
Yeah.
out in the open.
I don't have a camera that reaches down this
Yeah.
far.
Concealed.
Are you packing heat right now?
Don't worry, it doesn't matter because I'm constitutionally allowed to do it, motherfucker.
Yeah, Tune
All
was
right.
like, "Why are you carrying a gun in the house?" And he was like,
I was like, "Why
they're
aren't you?
Decepticons." And then
Why
she
aren't you?
laughed, the toaster laughed, I shot the toaster.
Haven't you seen these horror movies where people just surround your house and they just knock on your window and they wear funny masks? Guess
No, they're
what?
called
Now
Jehovah's
it's
Witnesses.
Then you shoot them in the face, okay? Don't shoot Jehovah
Those
Witnesses
are just
in the
Mormon.
face.
Those are just
Don't-
Mormon missionaries.
Don't shoot them in the face. So in Texas, so yes, you have constitutional carry now,
Uh-huh.
which is just keep your gun on you.
When were citizens allowed to carry a gun as protection? I don't know. Our Uno lawyer. When were citizens allowed to carry a gun as protection?
1776. Because that's the year of freedom. Anyway, until the answer comes in.
Caring about when people said we
So-
couldn't do shit.
So I knew constitutional carry was coming up.
Uh-huh.
So
I did not know
I'm
this.
actually surprised Texas
Yes.
was this late into it because
So
other
was
states
I.
have already done this.
I think Arizona is.
Idaho 2 years ago did it.
I think Arizona did too.
Yep. Arizona, Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, Montana, they already had it going on. It was a big thing, but I mean, Idaho, I was honestly surprised that Idaho took forever to do it too. Because I grew up in an area where you still had your gun in the rack of your truck when you went to school. Like, that was the area I grew up in.
Okay.
Kids would show up to go to school with a dead deer in their back because they just came from hunting. That was kind of a
That's awesome.
yeah, but I was surprised. Yeah, Oklahoma's got it as well, Kenny. And then I was surprised that Texas took so long to do constitutional carry.
Well,
I am
President,
stoked for it because I've been meaning to get my carry license, which I'm still going to do in Texas because it's reciprocity is everywhere.
yeah.
A majority of places. But I was surprised.
Red states.
But now I'm glad because now I can carry without having to get my license right now. So that's
Yeah.
good.
So,
Because I refuse to open carry because that's stupid.
That is very
oh my
stupid.
God, it's dumb as shit.
It's the
Anyway.
dumbest shit.
So I knew that was coming. I did not know this next one was coming. You are
Hold on.
now allowed.
McDonald versus
Oh.
Chicago, U.S. Supreme Court said normal people can carry guns is protected by the Second Amendment. What year was that?
Also, normal people and
No. Non-military people or
Andrew.
law enforcement.
Normal people.
Normies.
What are we defining as normal people, Andrew? Go ahead. You opened this can of worms. Let's do it. All right.
Yeah, lawyer.
Yeah, lawyer your way out of this. All right.
He's
What do you
gonna make
mean,
you look like an
normal?
idiot in about 5 seconds.
Exactly. He's gonna be like anyone who's not Mark Zuckerberg, you fucking idiot.
There are only two
Texas,
people that do not qualify as normal: Mark Zuckerberg and Elon. Musk.
Zuckerberg and Bezos. Those motherfuckers, they can't have weapons.
Rambo will not be satisfied until children are allowed to carry M240s into school for protection.
These kids are gonna be jacked by the time they get out of fucking.
If I cannot
God.
sit outside
You
of my
know what?
kid's school in the Abram tank,
I'll
then
tell
this
you what.
country's not free.
Tell us what.
Don't put ammo in it or anything. But you have kids carry around some 240s. Hey, don't learn some shit. All right, that's some character building shit. That shit's heavy. And guess what? Nobody wants to carry around the 240. And I've met some 240 gunners. And guess what? They just they know it sucks and they do it anyway. And it builds character. Carry around some
So
240s.
apparently, this was in 2010 when it actually became official because there was not an official thing saying that the Second Amendment applied to the states.
Sure, I don't know any better.
We have to accept what you say because we don't know.
Yeah. You're making me look like an asshole, is
sounds
what
good
you're
to me.
doing there right now. You're throwing out knowledge, and you could just be like, nah, I just lied to you for the last half hour. That's rude. Don't do that.
Yeah, you could very
All
well
right.
just make us look like idiots. Okay, what? So, and then another thing.
Another thing.
You can now buy a suppressor
Yes.
in Texas
Yes.
as long as it is made in Texas. It has to have the made in Texas stamp, but you can buy a suppressor for your weapon.
So the kicker behind that
But
is
can you carry
Mhm.
while it's suppressed?
Yes, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. The
Nice.
kicker. So normally
so
in
too.
any other state, when you purchase a suppressor, you have to have a tax stamp for it. It has to be registered as an NFA
Mhm.
item. Now in Texas, as long as it says "Made in Texas" on it,
Yep.
you
I
don't
love
have
it.
you don't have
I
to
love it.
fucking. Texas clearly does some
Everything
stuff
in
that
the
I-
state has a Texas. Like you go to HEB or Walmart, there's just Texas shit everywhere, and of course they're like, the suppressor has to say.
They went, hey, you're gonna buy local. I love it. They went the Whole Foods model. All right. You want to support local businesses, all right? If you don't want anyone to hear you when you murder your spouse, buy local.
Got dark quick.
As you do. Apparently, also dropping some knowledge. Supreme Court said that penguins could vote.
Of course they can. They're so well dressed. Why wouldn't you let them vote?
They're so
They're so
handsome.
fancy.
They're so handsome. Does that
So
include
high
Danny
class.
DeVito?
No.
Does that mean Danny
It's a
DeVito
he's
can
a
Danny
vote?
felon.
DeVito. That's
Well,
why this
shortly-
went to the Supreme Court. They were like, Danny DeVito, you can't vote. Penguins can't
No.
vote. And he was like,
Yeah.
fucking bet. I'm taking this to court.
Hey guys,
Yes.
Hey,
gentlemen.
yeah. Why don't you piss off everyone now?
Would you like to discuss what else Texas did?
You know, why
you know,
not?
Texas does some things that we here at the underqualified we agree with, and
And not
then-
agree with.
yeah, and then they do.
To each his own.
I don't know what
Anyway,
everybody's view
I'm
is
tired of
here.
these guys pussyfooting around. Texas just decided.
This is a hard
that-
topic, Kay.
Yeah, let's just go into it. I'm tired of. Let's not dip our feet into it. Let's dive into the deep end. Texas
Yeah,
said
it's an
that
English
if
show.
if after 6 weeks they can detect a heartbeat in a fetus, you cannot get an abortion after that. Thoughts?
I think it's fucking stupid. Because 6 weeks, there are many cases where
Many women don't
Where-
know they're pregnant until 6
yeah,
weeks.
where women don't. Yeah, that's the thing, that they may not know that they're actively fucking pregnant, and then they realize it, and it's too late if you're in Texas to do something about it if that is the road you feel you need to take.
And if you go out of state and you are a Texas resident and you go out of state, I believe you can still be charged outside of that, I believe. I know some states, I know Alabama has that as a rule. I don't know if Texas does.
Okay.
So I have a view on this, okay?
Hit it.
As you can see, we've all been very talkative lately. And as soon as I bring up
And then all of a sudden,
abortion, as soon as I bring up abortion, everybody goes, I don't want to talk on
that
it
topic
because
does
it might
that
get me in trouble.
anywhere. You could be in the middle of fucking the stock market. You could be in the middle of the stock exchange. They're doing their stocks. They're loud as fuck. Every bell's are ringing. And then you just go, hey guys, let's talk about abortion. And it would go silent.
Why would you do that? Everyone's like, buy, sell, and you're like, kill babies. And everyone's like, what the fuck?
Boom. Silence. Stock
Well,
market crashes.
yeah.
Numbers
Because
explode.
you don't discuss dead babies at the stock market, usually.
Rule number one.
I mean, unless you're buying Planned Parenthood stock.
Yeah. Of
Come at me. Come at me, internet.
Is Planned Parenthood is not a stock. That's not a public.
No, they're not publicly
No.
traded. Are you kidding me? Who would buy that? If everyone's like invest in Planned Parenthood? Oh my god!
What would that be?
You know what's huge right now? I don't know why I went into my Donnie Trump voice. You know what's huge right
What is
now?
huge right now?
Planned Parenthood. Buy.
Going up.
My God.
Dogecoin, Planned Parenthood.
They are just processing those abortions. Oh, I know liberals. All right. I know. All right. I know. They do other things. Yes, you are correct.
Uh-huh.
They do a lot of wonderful things. But guess what else they do? They do abortion. So you can't shy from that. So let's talk about it.
So I have an interesting viewpoint on this because
Hit it.
I'm torn, right? So
You're totally
I
Natalie
see it
Imbruglia on this one.
as it should be a woman's choice to do with what they want with their body.
Mhm.
But then I also go into the logic of that's technically not their body. That is a baby. That is a personal living thing. So then you're making a choice over them. But then who are we and who are the men in Congress or whatever it may be to make that decision over them?
It's not just men. And
It's
don't do
women
that.
as well,
And
but
that's
it's a
my
majority
problem.
men.
Yes.
It is a majority men, but there are women in there as well. But then also I have the so I vary between their body, their choice, and also that is a life that you don't know what their potential, what they could be. That is a person that could be something great and or something super fucking shitty. Could be the next president that creates world peace. Could also be the next Jeffrey Dahmer and eat a bunch of people. You don't know. Hence
Jeffrey
the point
Dahmer
of
did
life.
do that. Yeah,
Yes, he did do that. So that's where I'm torn because
Okay.
I don't believe that we should have the right to say that this life shouldn't be lived.
Mhm.
But then also, I don't feel that it's right to say that you can't do this with your body technically.
Mhm.
Because also people could say, if one woman has sex with 100 random men, she can only get pregnant that one time at that one time, right? But if a man has sex with 100 random women at that same period of time,
Mhm.
he could have 100 random women pregnant.
Yep.
So we're not
First of all,
regulating
good
what
for
men
him.
can do.
Very fertile.
So we're not regulating what men can do, right? We're not saying
100%.
mandatory vasectomies.
Oh
So
God, I
then
wish.
I personally think that's a great fucking idea. It's reversible. Everyone at
Yep.
14, boom, vasectomy.
Yep.
Everyone
I
at
agree.
And when
14
you're ready to have a
vasectomy?
family,
Yeah.
get it reversed.
Yep. Untie it,
I think it's a
Fuck.
great fucking idea. I read
and
it on the
then
internet
tie
the
it back
other day.
up.
And this has come from a man who's got one. I think
Yeah.
it's a great
Yes.
idea.
He's like constantly. He just won't shut the fuck up about it.
So,
Because it's fantastic. I didn't like
Cody.
going out before.
I'm joking.
Cody, I appreciate that. Was very honest of you. Rico, would you like to talk about it?
What do I really have in this scenario?
You
I
talk
don't
about whatever you feel
You have
about
an
it.
opinion. Just
I
because we're
do.
men doesn't mean that we can't have an opinion on it.
Yes, we can have an opinion. I think, which you already touched on, is definitely men should not be making rules for female bodies.
God.
It's the truth though.
It's not. That's the Nancy Pelosi line.
Oh my God! How dare you? I hate you.
Oh my God. Men should not be telling women what to do with their bodies.
It's fucking true though.
I mean, when it's mostly men, and by mostly men, I mean 98% of them.
No. Okay, Rico, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll have my moment. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you.
No, it's okay. I mean, I really
The
don't have a
vomit
lot.
noises.
I really don't have a lot on this topic. I do think that it's fucking crazy for them to put a situation like that in place, rule like that in place, because as we mentioned earlier, obviously there's situations where women may not realize that they're pregnant yet, and then by the time they realize that they are, now, if it's a situation where they have to go down that route, they can't. So that's all I got.
Okay.
In Rambo, you have a good point. This is another argument, right? If they were a victim of sexual assault, right? Should they go through with the pregnancy? Should they not go through with the pregnancy? Me personally, if it was my children, I have 2 daughters, right? God forbid something like that ever happened to them, because the Lord watch over whoever that fucking dummy it is.
Because they'd be murdered.
Yes.
Okay. Just
May
throwing
the
it out
Lord
there.
gets pulled
I
through
don't
this
care.
control.
I don't care that this is recorded on the internet. That
I will say
individual
right
will be
now,
murdered.
assault my children, I'm gonna kill you and everyone you love.
Yeah, hey, guess what? Guess who else is
I was
joining
a
you?
bouncer.
For a day, and it did not go well. All right, do you understand me? It did not. It was not successful. But yes, you're correct.
But so with that, if that ever did, God forbid, happen to my children, I would want them to go through with the birth. Now, whether they choose to then keep the child or not is up to them.
Wait, what? Did you say you'd want them to? To
go through with the birth, yes, but wanting
Why?
to keep the child or not, because I don't agree with murdering the child. Keeping the child going up for adoption is a whole nother thing. Because in my eyes, as I said before, that is a potential life. Who do I have or them have the right to cancel that life out? Now, saying this, that would be my opinion on the matter. If my daughters then chose to have the abortion, then that is up to them. That is their choice.
Now you've actually piqued my interest, because that's to me, that's really fucking stupid. Why would you have someone go through the trauma of carrying that child to term and having to relive that every day? That's crazy to me.
And I also understand that. I'm very torn with this topic in every part of it.
Okay.
Because I understand that part as well. Because I feel this way, and then I also understand the empathy of the other side of that argument. So I completely agree with you, Reed. that is why when Firth brought it up in the pre-show, I was like, because me and my wife have had this conversation plenty of times because we're married.
Every couple does.
Yeah, you do.
I think every couple talks about abortion.
I'm not that person, at least with this one topic. With many topics, I can be like, this is definitively how I believe, and this is it, right? With this one topic, it's very hard because I have what I feel is right, but also then I am logical enough in understanding of my own fallacy that just because I believe it to be right doesn't mean that it necessarily is right, and I can accept 100%. That. Yeah. So what I believe is right, well, like I said before, but then I understand I can empathize with the fact, especially being a victim of sexual assault myself. I understand that as to why a woman would not want to continue through that.
Of course not.
And so that it fucking that's why I would never want to be the dude sitting. I would love to have a career in politics, but I would never want to be sitting on that boat and having to make that decision because I would be like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I don't want this on record. I'm out. Deuces. I'm going golfing.
Can I
vote me as president?
Can I
go for it,
talk about this a little bit?
Just go for it.
Because I was very curious to have your guys' opinion.
Okay.
Because I have an opinion about it, obviously.
You don't say.
Here's what I love.
My goal in life is to find a topic to where we ask Firth, and he goes, I don't know.
Not gonna happen.
Nope.
Keep searching.
I will die before I find this.
I'm gonna have a little conversation, and this is gonna be a little impromptu. Sure. Here's what it is. Texas did this, right? And they voted 6 weeks, and there's a heartbeat. And at the Cody, I agree with you here. In my heart and in my brain, I agree. Right? Okay.
So I'm the only heathen of this group, I guess.
No. No. We're going to talk about this.
Don't just shy over what I just said.
No. If you can detect a heartbeat, I was like, okay, that's a living creature, right? And we should preserve that life. We don't know what that life can do.
But I don't personally agree with the 6 weeks thing.
It's just
I do agree with the heartbeat. Like if they,
I agree with the heartbeat thing too. Yes, I agree with that.
6 week thing, I feel like that's an arbitrary timeline.
But I love, and I'm going to get a little bit political with this. Okay. I love that Texas is all about individual rights, right? Mm-hmm. I love that because they're all like, we're not going to let the government tell us what to do. We're not going to let the man tell us what to do. Hey, I want an abortion. No.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you can't require vaccines as a job requirement.
Nope.
You can't make us wear masks.
And they do
by
this.
The way, you
they
can't
do
have
that.
An abortion.
They do that all the. They pick and choose when the government can tell you what to do, and that is my feelings on abortion. I personally, if my wife and I, we don't know if we want to have children. Mm-hmm. If she got pregnant, I would have a strong conversation about we should have this child because that's the belief that I have. Mm-hmm. I also don't think, and villainize me, internet, if you would like, that it is just the female's decision. It's not. We are in a relationship, my wife and I. I should have just as much a say over that child's life because guess what? I helped create it. It is not just a woman's choice. I know, Cody, you want to say something.
Sorry to cut you off, but Dave Chappelle said a perfect thing in one of his specials.
Okay, go ahead.
I got to pay for half of it. I should have half the vote on if it lives or not. And I think that is a very good point. That if once the baby's born, you're responsible for 50% of its upbringing and financial upkeep.
It is not just a woman's choice. It's not. If my wife and I don't plan on having children, but she gets pregnant, that is a discussion. That is not. She does not have 100% say. She doesn't. You know. And I'm sorry, and if everybody wants to attack this, I'm sorry for the 9 people or whatever that are watching this.
9 million?
9 million
exactly.
People.
I understand that. That is a conversation between me and my wife. That is a private conversation. But the fact that Texas wants to sit there and be I am the state president, Greg Abbott, right? Who I don't think he ever wants to run for president. He just wants to stay president of Texas. Because guess what, everybody? He is. He loves being governor of Texas because he gets to say and do whatever he wants, and he's left alone. Because guess what? It's Texas. Okay? This is something that if me and my wife, we have this conversation. But if you want to sit there and go, I am fighting for your individual freedoms, and then you put something like this, I am not, I'm not pro-choice and I'm not pro-life. I'm none of them. I'm not. But what I am is not bullshitting your fucking constituents. All right? This is not, you don't care about abortion. Some people really give a shit. You want to talk, listen to Matt Walsh at the Daily Wire. He is so anti-abortion. He thinks it's the biggest sin on America. He thinks abortion being legal is the biggest problem with America. But what I have a problem with is when politicians politicize that. And that's exactly what just happened. All you did was went, hey, we're going to try to skirt around Roe v. Wade, right? That's all you did. You don't care. All you're doing, but when the government is sitting like, you can't do this. This is the government that tells you you can live as an individual in this state.
Well, it should be exactly,
and they're full of shit.
It
They're
should be
full
exactly
of
as
shit.
a discussion with this podcast, right? We all feel differently in some sort of way about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it
Great.
shouldn't affect what the outcome of us in this individual situation would be.
Yes.
Because we should all feel differently about it. And if anything, and as they are, right, Planned Parenthood is not state and or federally funded.
Yes, it is.
Or no, there were some federally funded, but
Yes, it
they
is.
did mandate in there that the federal funding cannot be used for abortion.
Okay. Good job.
We sent how many trillions of dollars over to Afghanistan?
I understand.
For study?
I understand.
but
everybody lies. I get
would
that.
say it would be easier probably to make it to where they are not federally and or state funded.
They
You
should
make
not
it an
be
availability.
federally or state funded.
Yeah,
I'll be right
there
back
should
in
be
a
no
second.
limitation
Yeah.
on abortions, and then you make it available so each individual person can
100%.
make their choice, and it's not mandated by politics. I agree with you. Politics should not have a hand in it.
That's all it should be. It should be
Yes.
about choice. This should not be federally funded. It should not be state funded. You
I may
should
not
not
agree
be
with you,
shamed.
but I also don't think that I'm the one to tell you. I mean, I can tell you. I can say, hey, I don't think that's right. But
Sure.
I can't make you. I shouldn't be able
But-
to make you follow it, right?
But these
Just
states,
like you shouldn't be able to make me do anything, not be able
No.
to carry my own weapon
the state,
or,
that's the whole
capture my
point.
own rainwater or
Cody,
any of
that's the whole point of this conversation. We started off with this whole idea of like constitutional carry. Texas is putting the rights back in the stakeholders. And then as soon as we get to abortion, everyone's like, whoa. No, they're
Well, it's
doing
hard
the
irony.
opposite.
they
They're
can't
doing
see
the
the irony in
opposite.
it.
Let me give you the rights and then let me take away the rights.
Mhm.
If you're actually going to be a state that sits there and go, we are about the citizen making choices. Great. If you want to own a weapon, own a weapon. If you want to get an abortion, get an abortion. I don't agree with it. Just like so-and-so doesn't agree with you owning a weapon, but you have the right to do it in this state. And that's the issue. That's the problem.
I agree.
This is
And,
where parties are. I'm sorry if I'm getting up on my. I'm sorry if I'm getting up on
You
my.
are up on the soapbox. But
I am a little bit on my soapbox. But like that's the issue. Is I can sit there and show you how Texas is the most bullshit state, even though I don't mind living here. It's too hot and I don't like the insects. But like when you sit there and go, oh, you have the right to a weapon because the Second Amendment says so. Great. You have the right to an abortion because Roe v. Wade said so. Nope. You can't pick and choose what part of this country you want to support. And that's what these states are doing. And that's what's the problem. And I'm pointing, and I want to use this as an example.
Use it as defense of their Christian faith.
Yes.
To also defend that. Like we have separation of church and state for a reason, which is why I think that someone's religious faith should not be a part of why I'm electing them.
But we also have a president who says he's the strongest Catholic since JFK. He's also the only Catholic since JFK. And he
Jim
sits there and he
Psaki
goes,
glided past that in a press conference. By
Yes.
the way. Did you see that?
he is a Catholic. He is a strong Catholic.
Jim
And the
Psaki.
Catholics go, abortion is not okay. And Joe Biden goes, yes, it is. So, and I'm not trying to crucify
He changed,
Joe
his,
Biden.
he changed his tune on that though, because
Yes.
they pointed out in previous fucking thing, what it's 2015, 2013, some shit like that, where
Oh, did
he
he
was,
come out against it?
yeah, he had the complete,
He used to
opposite.
be against it.
yeah,
He used to be against it
Well, yeah,
when
but
he
then
was
he
in the
ran for
Senate.
president.
When he was in the Senate, he ran against it, and he used his Catholic faith as a reason to just be like that. And I'm fine with that. But then it's almost like, hear me
He
out
also
for a
didn't
second.
like
Hold
black
on.
people in the 80s.
Hear me. That's also true. Hear me out.
very true.
If his party dictated his religion, do you understand what I mean by that? His party decided that as a Democratic Party, we are pro-choice. We are all for abortion.
Mhm.
And if you are going to continue to be a part of this party, you're going to go into that, no
And the
matter what
Republicans
your
are on the
religious.
other side of that. They're like, we are
Exactly.
against abortion.
And then
if
they
you're not
had to
against
take that
abortion, you're
stance.
not a Republican.
But even though Republicans are all about freedom of choice, this is a problem. Do you
it's
see
high-level hypocrisy.
everything that we just talked about in the last 5 minutes is a problem? That is a problem. It might be one of our biggest problems because you have a party sitting there going, I want to give freedom of choice to the individual. Okay, I want an abortion. Fuck you. I'm a Catholic.
You can have everything with that.
Exactly. Exactly. You can carry, I don't care if you shove a gun in your waistband and walk into a bank. Good for you. Put a silencer on it and shoot someone in the face. No one will hear it. Can you get an abortion? No, you piece of shit heathen. And this is what I'm trying to say to this.
You're correct.
I'm a Republican. And I'm shitting on everything that is Republican because it is a problem.
Oh, welcome back, Grant.
You want in, Grant? Should I send you an
Take a break.
invite?
No, because I have too many white claws.
Well,
That's
Grant,
fine. No,
Grant, you jumped in. You
absolutely
jumped in a
not.
little bit late. You heard first part. You didn't hear mine and Rico's part, which we're on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm in between. I'm so fucking conflicted. I hate this topic.
I
It
think
makes
the
me
I
feel
don't.
so
I
wishy-washy.
don't. I think this is a great topic. This topic literally breaks apart both parties.
Well, I mean,
It
simply,
breaks them apart. Republicans sitting there going, I want to put power in the individual's hands and then tells them what they can't do.
well, I mean, and so that's
What?
where I'm at with this. Like, I'm wishy-washy within. I'm conflicted within myself, right, on how I feel about it. But when it boils
Of
down
course.
to it, I don't. It's not my say. That's how it boils down to it.
Oh, he
No, I don't think
He
it's
wants in.
right.
I got
He
you.
wants in.
I'm-
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
do
already
it.
No, I
signed
don't
Let's
think
do
it's
it.
right. But
I'm getting ready.
yet,
Before,
I don't think that
before
I
Grant
have
comes
the
in.
right to say that you can do it. Or
So
you
like I
can't do
think
it.
I had such a reaction to your thing because like you bringing up your daughters and I think about my own daughter
Cody's?
in that situation and I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine her telling her to hold on to that baby for 9 months and just like I don't know that's just weird to me, dude.
And I agree with you. And I 100% agree with you. But it's just, and that's a heavy confliction in my own fucking brain, right? It's really hard because do I want her to continue through with that trauma and that impact of going through with that birth and that reminder?
Yeah.
But then also, I don't know what that person, that
But
literal
Cody-
person inside them would become.
I understand that, but Cody, don't you want your daughter or their boyfriend or you to have you want to be able to make that decision? The state or the federal government should not have a fucking say in that.
No, and that's where
That I
I
agree
agree with you.
That's the
Is
end of
because
it.
I feel
That's
the way
my
that I feel.
I'm not
but-
making a moral argument over
Yeah.
abortion.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
necessarily
you're
agree
saying
with
that
abortion.
politics should not be involved at all. It should
I am
be their
saying-
fucking hand in it.
That the state and the federal government should shut the fuck up. They're so worried. The liberals are so worried about now that the conservatives hold the Supreme Court. We're going to overturn Roe v. Wade. We're not. No one's going to overturn that. What needs to happen is let it up to people. Let people fucking decide for themselves their life. And I'm not the libertarian. These assholes are. I'm the Republican. I voted Trump.
All right, I'm
twice.
bringing in.
But I'm
bringing
with you,
in
and that's why.
that drunk
I
guy,
love
the
this little view right here. of him
unofficial
smoking
fucking fourth member of
mustache.
fucking
Oh,
underqualified.
God. Oh, it's like the middle of his face is dark.
It's coming back, boys. All right.
So-
What's up, bud?
Very loudly shout into your phone and let your neighbors know what you're talking about. No.
Sure, you want to have this conversation outside?
Yeah, Grant just all of a sudden he's like, Grant's just sitting there. He's like, I don't give a shit. Kill all the babies. I don't give a shit.
So my wife and I actually had this conversation yesterday when we talked about Texas passing that bill, right? You guys understand it's not illegal in Texas. It's the way they circumvented the Supreme Court decisions, like they're not binding precedents, they're guiding precedents of Roe v. Wade. They didn't make it illegal. If you get an abortion in Texas, the state won't prosecute you, but private citizens can sue you.
Mm.
That's what it is. So they basically weaponized PACs. So Firth over here, her body, her
Hey.
choice, right?
Chad, fuck up.
Hold on. No.
Sorry, not to cut you off, Grant. Chad
No,
laughed
no,
on
no.
you with hair.
Grant.
Continue.
So her body, her choice, right? I'll tell you,
Yeah.
because I've changed my stance on this. So
What were you
the way, like, they-
originally?
I was against abortion.
Okay.
And I'm for it now, but not for what most people think. So I was against it because, and what most Christians believe, right? Yes, this is a separation of church and state, but your values are ingrained in you, right? So they don't see it as a woman making a choice about her body. They see it as a woman taking the life of their child. So once that child's been conceived, right? And Texas, it's 6 weeks, right? So they have a heart. And then you have the whole philosophical debate of where does life begin? Does it begin when you develop a conscience?
Or conception at the moment the sperm enters the egg. That's possible too.
Right. And I love the old argument
Sure.
of, if we found a germ on Mars, we'd consider it life, but a fetus isn't considered life, right? So that's, there's two sides to that, right?
It's 100%
So
true.
that's, I think what people that are against abortion think is their goal isn't to take away a woman's choice. What they see is two lives, not one. And they see the mother taking that life. And also, what nobody ever takes into consideration is how does the father of that child feel if he wants a child?
Firth mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
I mentioned what you were just saying, that that's where my confliction comes in. I see it as two lives, not one. And then that's where my fucking conflict of thought comes in most of the time is they say my body, my choice. But at the point, let's say at least at a heartbeat, when there's a heartbeat, that is no longer your body. That is a body inside of your own, relying on you for life. And you're just going to take that away. That's where my conflict comes in. But then
So
also,
play
as
devil's
you're
advocate.
saying, the men not having a choice. Firth mentioned that earlier before you jumped on. That's another good point.
So to play devil's advocate to that, is that life self-sustaining?
No.
No.
Not at all.
But then again, you could say like a fucking 2-year-old isn't self-sustaining.
I was just about to say, like,
There's another thing.
I could murder a puppy and I would still get animal cruelty down my ass because the puppy can't take care of itself.
I mean, fuck, man. Half our privates aren't self-sustaining.
That's
Yeah.
19.
Absolutely.
Fucking figure it out. All right.
I'm gonna walk inside and plug in because I'm like 10%.
Why is
Your
your
phone
battery
is
always
full.
dead?
Your phone is always
Just-
dead.
Does anyone want a cigarette after that? I want a cigarette
I do.
after watching
him
Grant
smoke. I'm just
smoke
like,
a cigarette. No, I
Sorry.
just want to smoke right now.
you ever?
that-
So, ladies and
does
gentlemen,
that
if you ever
violate
want to
the terms
see
and
a smoker get fidgety,
No.
show them a movie or a TV show of them smoking, and then you
yeah.
see every smoker in the room just be like,
Every smoker's just like, I should have a cigarette.
Or
Y'all
somebody
want
in
to
a
pause it
restaurant
for a minute?
as soon as they finish their meal.
Oh yeah. As soon as you're done
Cigarette.
eating.
A cigarette after food, it seals in the face. Family Guy did a great episode where
So good.
Peter smoking. He was
That's
like,
a good point, Kenny.
he named off all the reasons where you like smoking, like in a long drive or after eating or whatever. Not advocating smoking. It's bad. I shouldn't do it. I also shouldn't do this.
Hell yeah, brother!
So
No, he opened a real beer.
Watermelon.
That's Stars and Stripes Budweiser. All right, get your White Claw shit out of here. So the reason I'm pro-abortion, right?
Easy there, pedo face. Okay.
Has not those fucking glasses speak volume, but
Have you
has
seen?
not-
Have you seen the lenses on these? They're fucking huge.
Jesus Christ, they got
yeah,
bigger.
you get fucking XM radio with that. I get it.
Oh man. He's like a walking Hubble telescope.
Grant, I'm listening to Howard Stern instead of you.
I get it.
So the reason I'm for abortion now, I'm trying to figure this out.
Or you're not for abortion,
it's not
but you
women's rights.
support abortion.
Nah,
Yeah, I love the idea that are like, I'm
I
for
got
abortion.
pregnancy.
Everybody should be killing babies.
I'm pro.
No, that's not the correct
But
wording.
I don't give a fuck about their choice. Like, it's more. So you got the status view where it's population control, right? Statistically, lower income, lower educated people have more children. And
Idiocracy.
I look at it for the life of that child. Like you have those 1 in a millions where like you found this baby abandoned in a dumpster. They grow up to be fucking Elon Musk or something, right? But the vast majority of those children
Was Elon Musk found in a
abortion outlawed,
dumpster?
will grow up
Came from outer space.
to
They found him in a dumpster
an
near a farm in
uneducated,
Kansas.
impoverished
Elon Musk
mother,
is E.T.
single mother.
Mhm.
But they'll grow up to that, and what they're going to learn from that, and that it's going to be a repeated cycle. Now, if you have a woman, I worked with a chick before I joined the army. Her name was Tutu,
I need you to clarify what you were talking
and
about.
she had 5 abortions.
Okay.
She'd had 5 abortions, and she had 2 sons. And
She had 2 sons,
this chick
and she's had
no
5
business having
abortions.
children. 5 abortions and 1 stillborn. She had no business having children. This lady,
I have strong opinions.
to pass the drug
Christ.
test to work where we worked, she had her youngest son piss in a condom, and then she tied that condom up, shoved it up the hoo-ha, and then when she went in to do the piss test, she untied it, poured it in there. And the
As you
reason
do.
she
As
didn't
you
ask
do
her
when you're a
older
classy
son-
parent.
The reason she didn't ask the older son to do that was because he asked too many questions. Like, now those kids are going to grow up learning from that woman. And that woman alone, there's no father figure there. And they're going to perpetuate that cycle. So if there was 5 more of those, like, it becomes a drag on society, right? Like, I remember, God, there was a video so long ago. This chick was like, she got fired from her job or laid off or something. And she was like, who's going to raise my 9 kids? And it's like,
Yeah, I remember that. And she's like, she's in a hotel room or something like that. Like, who's going to take care of these kids?
why do you have 9 children?
Very true.
Yes, I agree, Kenny. I almost feel like there should be a fucking IQ test or a responsibility test or something before you have a child. Like, you got to take a test to get a driver's license.
Yeah. You should at least have to go to a board, do the NCO creed, and then have kids.
Right?
No one is more responsible than I. I'm a parent. I'm a
I would
backbone of
say
the family.
I would say at least a credit
I gotta
check,
go
but
through-
I probably wouldn't have been able to have one of my kids.
I got to go. There's a reason I waited till I was 30 to have kids or a kid, and it's only going to be one because he's a fucking asshole.
I'm 37 years old and I haven't had kids.
See, Grant, I fucked
Don't
up. I
do
didn't
it.
get the asshole until the second one.
No, I'm not going to. Unless my wife tricks me. Unless she's like, yeah, we're putting a condom on. And she
Like
just
my mom
blows-
did.
And she just
Yeah.
blows on my penis. She's like, like, I'm not doing.
Like that episode of Scrubs where she milks him while he's asleep.
Yes. I think my wife's watching
No,
this. Jesus.
That's
Grant.
why I switched sides.
Jesus, you
So I put
you
aside
look like
that-
you're on a
that's-
1990s classroom projector right now. Okay, you
You were very choppy.
It's
It's on the
awful.
overhead.
Oh my god!
So, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a
There we go, I
question
got it.
from Supahagi on Twitch. I don't know how to pronounce that. But I would say that we are all more. We're all
Are you more
really-
socialist or liberalist, and why?
Liberal.
Oh boy!
Well, I think
Oh,
he's
you're new.
Danish. He's foreign, so I
Yeah.
think he meant like, are we like socialist or are we? We're more libertarian, more than
I'm
anything.
not.
He's not.
You are
He's
so a libertarian. I really wish you would just fucking take it.
I'm not libertarian. I
You
am.
So are.
I am Republican. I am an American
Firth is
Republican.
fucking God Emperor Trump Republican.
I am not
No,
MAGA,
I was
MAGA,
gonna set this
MAGA.
No, he
I'm
actually
a-
changed his tone.
I am a
couple weeks ago about
George-
Trump.
No, I am.
Soup
I
cozy
am
guy.
not.
That's what his name
But
means.
what I am not is
Soup
just
cozy
this
guy?
blind.
Okay.
I'm not this blind political sheep.
Mhm.
Man.
That's what I refuse to do. I'm not sitting there going like, oh, I listen to Ben Shapiro's podcast all the time, right?
Mhm.
I love Ben Shapiro. And he's
Double
I
tap.
don't know what just
100%.
happened, but I just saw Grant fight a cat.
Oh god!
Bit.
And he won.
It's a panther.
And he fucking owned it like
I
a
just saw
goddamn
frame by
man.
frame of Grant fighting a cat.
No, I'm not libertarian. But these
so-
jackholes above me are.
I don't identify with the political party because you shouldn't.
I mean,
Oh, God, I want that to
only
be
say-
true.
I
Grant, I
only say
want that to
I'm
be
a
true so
libertarian
bad.
because most of my views follow the fact that I don't think that I should have a say on what the fuck you do. But
Mhm.
mostly, I don't really follow a political party as well. It's just I'm not Democratic. I'm not conservative. I'm just in favor of you living your fucking best life, and as long as it doesn't make my life shittier, that's cool. Like, it
So let
could
me
be
ask you this.
anarchy in the fucking streets. As long
Yeah.
as no motherfuckers come in my yard, we're straight.
Grant, what's up?
So what is like Cody? I'm guessing when you look at political issues, your top of the pyramid is personal choice, personal freedoms, right?
Yes.
All right, so that's why you identify as libertarian. This guy over here, what is
Right? It takes you a minute to realize how the camera
Yeah.
works.
He got it faster than I normally do that.
Yeah, usually we're over here
I
like
still fuck it up. Usually I'm like, yeah,
this guy.
so what is
all right.
what is your
Go ahead.
what is the tippy top of your spear? What is it? Or your pyramid? What is your most important value?
I want the government to get out of my business. I want the government to get out of the individual's business. The government
That's
is
what makes
way.
it republic.
That's the same shit I said.
I'm not. I understand.
No.
I
Those are two
understand
different
that.
things. Those are two
I
different
understand that the libertarian. I want the
I
federal
want
government
you to be able to
to-
do what you want to do.
I want
The
the
only way
federal
that
government
gets impeded
to step
is if
back.
the government says you can't do that.
Nope. I want the federal government to take a step back and stop thinking that they have a say. I want people in Washington to stop having a say in what North Dakotians want to do.
Well, that's
That is my problem.
that's the same thing as I mean though. When
It's
I
a
say
small federal government.
that's the same
Small.
thing because Becky down the road has no say over what the fuck I do, but
That's-
the state congressman does.
It shows a difference in your two philosophies. Because
Yeah.
Rhodes, you talked immediately about freedoms, personal freedoms, right?
Yes.
And that's what you went to. Fucking Firth over
Yep.
here went
Yep.
straight to a smaller government, right? They
Yep.
might mean the same thing, or you might
But they-
be going towards the same goal, but it's different levels you're focusing on. You're focusing on
It's a-
personal freedoms. He's
it's a
focusing
different
on
ideology.
government affecting those freedoms.
Yes.
That's why he's a Republican and you're a libertarian.
Yes,
I
it's a
understand,
different
but I'm also an
ideology.
idiot, so I think I'm right.
Yeah, fair. But it's a different ideology. Like it's
Yes.
exactly that. I want the federal government to do this, and you just want people to live their lives.
See, but I'm
So
also,
you have that individual in mind.
but
I
this is
want-
also where I fray though, because most libertarians don't want any government, and I am on the side of smaller government. I still think government should exist. I just think it should be smaller.
Yeah.
Most libertarians are like, no government, A-10s in your front yard. I'm like,
Well, because libertarians and anarchists are a slim line.
that is a very slim line. You are correct.
And
The only difference is that anarchists actually blow shit up, and libertarians say they would blow shit up.
Well, they run for president.
Let's not advocate for a fucking insurgency here, bud.
No, we're not going to.
I'm not advocating. I'm just saying it might happen.
But people are.
No, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But it should be your personal freedoms, and the government should not have a say.
Nope.
In what you do and do not do,
Nope.
to a point, right? Because the government says don't murder people, and we all collectively agree don't fucking murder people, right?
That's different. Yes.
Yeah, it's a small point, but I'm saying
that's on a different level.
Yes,
you know,
it's a small.
And of course, no. Because here they come. Here come the religious conservative, and they're like, oh, the government says don't murder people. What do they say about unborn babies? You don't give a shit about them, and you're just murdering them like they're Campbell's soup. I don't give a shit.
I would go the other way, where religious conservatives are like, abortion's bad, but hey, that motherfucker on death row over there, let's fucking murk that guy.
That's what I'm saying. That's my problem with my own party. Is they want to put so much into individual freedom, and they don't actually believe it when it comes to certain things.
Well, yeah, they pick and choose where the personal
correct, and that's the Democratic Party as well.
Yeah, it's hypocrisy.
And obviously, I've spent the last 2 years shitting on the Democrat Party, so I might as well give you a week of shitting on the Republican Party. You're welcome, Internet. God,
let me ask you this, and this is kind of.
Is it too late to re-elect George W. Bush?
Well, Kanye said he doesn't like black people. So
sorry, Grant. Sorry, I think I spoke over you. Go ahead, Grant.
Have any of you guys ever read On Killing?
No.
A long time ago.
It's a great book. It gets into the psyche of actually killing another human being. And you would know that you're talking about everybody fucking kill everybody. We are biologically, evolutionarily programmed to not kill another member of our species. Why do you think in the vast majority of like the animal world, when they fight, usually it's over a fucking female, right? Like two bucks fighting. Their goal isn't to kill each other. Their goal is to win, right? Death does happen sometimes, but it's the exception, not the rule. It's the same way in the human
fucking bitches
in the human condition. What we do in the military, specifically our training that we do, removes that evolutionary barrier that we have in our animal brain, in our midbrain, right? Mm-hmm. And God, that book goes into so much fucking detail. But basically, up until
I remember that. I read it a very long time ago, so it's hard for me to remember a lot of it. But I do remember that point. And
up until Vietnam is when shit changed. So before that, we shot at bullseyes in training. After Korea, we shot at silhouettes. Shooting at silhouettes subconsciously removes
desensitizes you.
It not necessarily desensitizes. Oh Jesus! It removes that barrier.
I don't even know if I said it right.
You more okay with killing a human form, and then, but in the military, we incorporate shit like rules of engagement. Right? They have to have a weapon. So we put conditions on removing that barrier. And what you have with the crime today, and I bet none of you guys will fucking like this, media, video games, movies, all that shit. When you're driving in Grand Theft Auto and you're just running people down in a car or shooting cops left and right, no repercussions. It is subconsciously, especially if kids are playing it because their brains are still developing, removing that barrier, but there's no controls placed. And that's why you see violent crime increasing.
See, we've talked about this in the show before, and at least just on that one topic of video games, at least, I'm also torn in that as well, because I can understand the logic and like the philosophy behind it and the science behind that thought. But then also I am one of those kids that did play those games a lot as a kid, and I'm not running bitches over.
You've been trained.
But I also understand the science of that conditioning can do that to your brain.
You've been
I don't disagree with that, actually. I don't disagree with that. As someone who I think the four of us would say, like, I would be the one to disagree with that. I don't, because yes, you're right, Cody. Like, some of us were like, oh, no. It's video games. But take it a few years younger than us. And it is different. Like we played Grand Theft Auto 3. Let's take the kids who played Grand Theft Auto 4, who are younger, who are more, their brain is still a little bit developing.
Well, I didn't start playing them until I was 12.
But
you have kids playing at 8.
Your brain is still developing. And that's the whole idea. There's no punishment, right? There's no response. I did this, and that's what happened.
I mean, it's social conditioning. It is.
It's curious. I don't think we have enough time on this episode.
No, we didn't.
No.
So I actually, in the past, I did want to get an expert on this topic onto the show for that exact thing. And I still am looking for an actual expert to talk to us about that, because it is something that I was always curious in. But yeah, and so we are going a little long into the podcast, but this is a great conversation. It's a great topic. There's a lot of things. What was this dude's name? The Cuttlefish soup cozy guy.
Cuttlefish.
We appreciate you watching.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us.
We appreciate that you have stuck with us and that you are learning something. That is the point of the show. So as Rico said before, we're 3 Army medics that just talk about random shit. Our goal is to create dialogue, a respectful dialogue where people learn and understand each other, even if it's different. That is our main point as to why we started this podcast.
I think we got there.
New.
I think we got there today.
Yeah. Our main point of the show started off as it always has been, and it always kind of has been throughout all of our episodes, to be able to have a dialogue and respect each other at the end of the day, and maybe learn something if one of us has some new information. Yeah, no,
I love learning.
Guy. Yeah, no.
I love
Fuck that. Oh, shit. Now I'm fucking.
What are you doing?
It's hard.
What the fuck are you trying to get to?
It's fucking hard.
I was trying to go diagonally.
If I want to point to Rico, it's this way.
Too easy. Hey, first.
I want to give Rhodes one of those block puzzles that you give children.
And he just can't. He just looks at it.
Block into the round hole.
He just looks at it like young Forrest Gump.
Rico.
Yeah.
Oh,
nailed it.
Fucking nailed it.
I could go upper left, upper right, but then I had to go at an angle, and I tried to get it closer.
I'm Tyler. I'm Tyler. No. Now you're going into Rico.
There we go. Yeah, that fucker.
This is what people tune in to see.
This is what they tune in, so we can figure out our fucking fingers.
See. The Brady Bunch looking motherfuckers.
That said, keep an eye. I don't know if we're going to be wrapping. If we're going to be wrapping shortly, but keep an eye out for the Underqualified Fantasy League.
Oh,
Rico's been working on the whole time.
I can't wait to win it. We're gonna do it. I can't wait to win it.
You took your temp.
It's just sitting on the counter. I had to.
Oh my! You got COVID?
You got COVID?
You got that right.
I get my second shot next week.
Hey, everybody's about to get their
I'm
first
double
and second
vaccinated.
shot.
I just got over COVID. It's that's another conversation.
You fucking piece of shit. I'm mandated to.
I volunteered.
Thanks, Kenny.
I told
Appreciate
y'all
it.
motherfuckers to get it beforehand, but you're all like, no, I want to wait.
I'll still take the day off. Whatever. I don't give
Who's
a fuck.
getting it now?
Yeah, my body, my choice, bitch.
Not in Texas, motherfucker.
Unless it has to do with guns.
Yeah, then you can shoot whoever you want, carry your weapons on. I've already said enough.
Either way, we're gonna wrap it up. Ladies
We
and
actually
gentlemen,
never got
thank
into
you.
the main picture that was on the fucking.
We didn't at all.
A hurricane happened. People, unfortunately, areas injured. People died.
Yeah,
hurricanes.
New
They
Jersey,
happen every
New
year.
York.
Hey,
New Orleans.
tune in next week, and we're gonna talk about the hurricane.
No, we
Did
won't.
people die? Probably. Tune in next week to make sure that they did.
I'll just put Rhodes' head on like a weather girl or some shit. A weather person.
Hey, weather was shitty.
I mean,
Where do you live?
hey, we touched the topic. We touched it at the
Touched
end.
it.
We did talk.
So we
about
didn't.
it.
We
Yeah.
didn't lie. We got.
No,
to
we
it.
Nah. You just flick the tip.
I think every
Flip the
episode
tip.
from now on, you should just make art that is totally unrelated to
The
anything
art-
we're going to talk about.
The art is always clickbait anyway. It's always...
Like
You're supposed
someone
to use
clicked
half
on the
naked
show to be like, I wanted to hear about the hurricanes and the whole show.
Someone's like, I don't
What'd
give
you
a
say,
shit about his bouncing career or abortion. I want to hear about the hurricane.
I'm only here for hurricane news.
Follow Gregory Helms on Twitter, all right? Because he's the hurricane.
Some wrestling shit.
Yup.
Is that a
Fucking nerd.
dab?
No, it was a
No,
cape.
it's the hurricane.
He's a wrestling nerd. So,
And you're calling football or soccer not a real sport, but you're not forget wrestling.
Whoa! Whoa! Tune in
boys,
next
we don't
week.
have enough time for this.
Tune in next week as I punch Grant in the fucking face.
Oh my!
Let's see how many fucking wrestlers. Never mind. Don't kill your wife and child, bud.
Are we doing a safety brief?
No! He just made a Chris Benoit reference. I want to kill him. Hey, I want to thank everybody who watched this show from beginning to end. All right? I really enjoyed. Yep. You're the ones. You're the ones who carry this show. And even if Grant being here is awful and I don't like his
I'm retarded.
I am so tired of this pretty much shit. Hey, guess what, everybody? The podcast is done. We're finished.
We're done.
Sign us off.
Thank
Cody.
you, ladies and
I was
gentlemen.
just
We
trying to
appreciate
high-five.
you watching. Grant, as always, we love that you popped on the show. You are always a welcomed guest to just come on. Kenny, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. We will be doing a fantasy football league, and whether we go live when we do certain discussions, I think we might. We'll talk about it. We will let you all know on the page. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Let everyone that you love know about the show. We do this every Saturday around 7:30 at night, Central Standard Time. We love you guys. If there's a topic that you want us to talk about, please message us privately on Facebook and or one of us individually or on the show. We read the comments. We'll let you guys know. We love y'all. Thank you for watching. Grant, love you.
Love you.
As always, go fuck yourself.